So firstly, is Chinese the language of choice for school administration process? If yes or no, why?
For sure, yeah. A lot of them can't speak Chinese, so I have a lot of difficult time to deal with my problems.
Like it goes both ways. Like they can understand me and I can understand them. I think they should raise their level of English when they are their people.
Well, it could be if I was in a complete Chinese university, but as a student of international college, I think Chinese is really not suitable.
How to say that? It's just because we have so many difficulty to speak English and they don't make effort, and this is a problem in this school. And when you're a foreigner, you feel very alone in this school because of the language.
The student clubs within the university, have you tried to join some of them, and was the language an issue?
I was trying to join the soccer team, but most of the students spoke Chinese.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a little bit of a problem.
Like dance club or any other kind of group.
So this actually affects you, like showcasing your talent. Like if you want to involve into school activities, just because of Chinese, you can't join.
Yes. I think my place, I don't belong here. If I want to enjoy myself and everything in Chinese. So.
Do you have issues with the emails that are typed in Chinese? And what are your response to them? Do you usually just delete them because you can't read them?
So I just delete it.
So I just deleted it.
Just delete them to make some space.
I just delete them.
Just delete them all.
Yeah. I don't know who's the responsible of it, but I don't want my email to be full of emails that I don't even know what they're saying. So yeah, I don't like it.
Have you ever had problems ordering food and drinks in the campus?
For sure. A lot of menu there, just like pure in Chinese.
Or at first time, yes, I had also some. And I was kind of like trying to not go to any place where I have to speak.
Right.
So,
Most of them don't speak English. So, for example, if I want to ask if a meat is a fish or a chicken, they cannot understand what I'm trying to ask. So yes, I have experienced that.
What is your experience with the in-class group discussions? Are the students speaking with each other in English?
Actually, I tried one day to work with Chinese people in a group, and we always speak Chinese together. So I felt alone. So now I only work with foreigner. Yeah.
But when they're discussing within the group, they use their native language, and the teacher, I think it looks like he's okay with it.
most of the students in our department is Taiwanese, and they will discuss in Chinese in class.
I'm usually group with local students because we can discuss in our mother tongue language. Not always, but most of the time, yes.
So what percentage of the language you use in a class is English, and in the group discussions and what?
Only 20%.
It's not actually I want to say it's not their fault because they cannot speak English, but because they're in an international college, they should learn how to speak English and try to improve that skill more, not just like try to speak Chinese only.
Do the teachers use other languages besides English to teach?
In a class on Friday, he speak all in Chinese all sometimes. I try to talk to him why you not speak English to me, and he said because mostly in the class Taiwanese.
I think like if very difficult English words, I think the professors can also help translate in Chinese, but then as in like common English words, you know. I think like the students should be ready for it because they knew that they're applying for this English environment school, right?
Exactly.
Not really, but their accent is so Chinese. And at the first week, I don't really understand what they said. I I don't have idea about it.
I was kind of very disappointed in the school because most of the teachers are from Taiwan and they had a really strong accent or like grammar issues and stuff. Even their PPT had some grammar issues that I don't understand what sentence this is.
The lectures are too long.
Okay.
Because it's a 3-hour lecture, so
yeah, it's too much.
You know, sometimes like in the beginning you're like okay, you're like focused, but then as the time goes by, slowly you're like you focus and you start like your head starts dreaming and then
you start
you can't pay attention.
I'm not asking for Western food, but maybe if they have like different types of Asian foods, that'll be better than just having to go to City Corner and have the same meals that I will have in the food court and then the same meals that I'll have in the 5th floor. It's basically the same food. So
the requirement for entering the school for Taiwanese students, because most of them don't even know any English and they come here to learn English from ABC or something. So that really like drags the level of education down. So.
I think it can be the language. As an international student, you always get information, and most of the time the people can't answer you properly.
Scale to 1 to 10, how serious is the language problem in I-Shou?
Maybe an 8.
Okay.
I feel like it's a pretty big problem.
Do you feel like this is truly an international school?
Naturally.